Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video we are looking at the NBA PrizePicks plays for Tuesday, January the 10th. We have a decent sized NBA slate, I believe 6 games today. Let's get started. Yesterday's picks went 4-2. The NBA picks did good. They went 4-1. Banchero, the Magic got blown out by 25, so he saw a few less minutes. He got 32 minutes. Finished with 29 points, rebounds, assists. We needed 32, I believe. Julius Randle easily hit his over points and rebounds. Nick Vucevic continued to crush his points and rebounds. That was 2 easy overs. CJ dropped well over his points. Jamal Murray almost doubled his points at 34. So overall, it was a good day. Today, see if we can do a little better. Let's get into it. As always, if you enjoy the videos, please share the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Run through some of these props a little quickly today. First prop, just because there's not a ton on the board yet. We're still missing some games, but the first prop we're looking at is LaMelo Ball. Over 22.5 points. It's probably one of the lowest projected point totals he's been at recently. He's been normally like 24.5, sometimes 25.5. The matchup against Toronto, they've been really struggling this year, so I'm expecting it to be a close game against them. I believe Gordon Hayward is still listed as doubtful for this contest, so it's just going to be another spot where LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier and PJ Washington has been doing better recently, so those guys are going to have to carry the offense. And Ball has just been pretty consistent. Last game was his worst game pretty much since he's been back, with just 13 points scored. But overall, he's played pretty good in terms of all categories: points, rebounds, and assists. So I'm taking the over points. It's a low number. Expect him to probably drop at least 23, 24, 25. Still looking for, I think he's had one 30-plus point game since he's been back. Now, he's probably going to have a couple more of those before the season is over. Next prop, going over to points, rebounds, and assists, and we are taking Dame Dollar over 41.5. This number, it's not low. It's been, maybe it's a little bit higher than typically you might see, but the matchup is just so good going up against Orlando on a back-to-back. Lillard has really done well against the Magic in his career. As you'd expect, they've been bad for a while. They play no defense, really. We saw the Kings do whatever they wanted last night, and a back-to-back, their defense could be even slower today. Lillard's coming off of a great game last time out against the Raptors, so it's another reason why hopefully LaMelo Ball can also have a similar game to Lillard against the Raptors. But if we look at Lillard's games against the Magic, he's faced them, number of times over his career. The last 4 times he's faced them, he's had 36 points scored, 36 points scored, 41 points scored, 41 points scored, and dishing out some assists, getting you some rebounds as well in those contests. I think it's going to be probably a good spot to bet Lillard over 30 points if you wanted to, and then I do probably continue to give you some good rebounding. Maybe definitely some good assist numbers, maybe a few rebounds mixed in as well. Another over points, rebounds, and assists that I like is going over to Utah and taking Jared Vanderbilt over 18.5. He's been good recently, and also Kelly Olynyk's been ruled out for this contest, so you would expect Vanderbilt to get some more time at center because they'll start Walker Kessler, but then besides him, they don't really have any other center that they want to go to too often. So you'd probably see Vanderbilt shift over, and he was having some good games and seeing some higher minutes when when he did miss some time a few weeks ago. And even in like 24, 25 minutes, back-to-back games, he's still giving you good overall numbers: 12, 8, and 4 last game, 15, 14, and 3, 25 minutes against the Bulls. He played 30 minutes against Chicago and only had 5 points scored, but he chips in with rebounds. He had 5 assists in that game. He still gave you the over 18.5, and wouldn't be surprised if he approaches high 20s, maybe low 30s in minutes today for a guy that's going to crash the glass, and they'll need a size out there against a big Cleveland front court with Mobley and Jared Allen both there. Next prop we're looking at is Lowry Markkanen over 34.5. So he's been one of the most consistent Jazz players. Early on, I think he still is a good candidate for most improved. Maybe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's taken over that contest, but he's still in the top 3, top 4. He's played so well this year. The Jazz are really good at home, and Markkanen last game, it was a blowout against the Grizzlies, so he only saw 32 minutes. Or he only saw 29 minutes. Typically, he's playing 36. He's played 36 in 4 straight games before that. So even seeing 7 less minutes, he still gave you 30 points, rebounds, assists. And not having Olynyk there, it might hurt his rebounding a little bit. But he's going up against his former team, Cleveland. He wasn't there for too long, not as long as he was with Chicago. But I still like him to maybe have some revenge factor on his mind. He's been able to shoot and score really well. He's had at least 20 points in 11 straight games, giving you some good rebounding in there as well. And he could mix in an assist here and there as well. So 34.5 points, rebounds, assists. See what his number is at points and rebounds. It's at 32.5. Actually, maybe we'll take his points and rebounds instead of points, rebounds, assists, because you'll need like 3 assists for him to hit over that. Whereas he's only had 3 assists in not too often. So I actually like the points and rebounds on Markkanen better. Do that instead of points, rebounds, and assists. Those are 4 props. We're taking an under prop today. It's going to be on a star, but we're taking the under on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, under 29.5 points. He's done well recently. Some easy matchups there. Washington, Orlando. Tougher matchup going into Miami here. Expect the Heat to have Butler. Hopefully they put Butler on SGA. He's faced the Heat 9 times, I believe, in his career. Some of those early times you can't really put too much stock because he wasn't getting too many minutes in when he was coming off the bench with the Clippers and seeing less minutes there. But he hasn't scored more than 30 points in any of them. He's been under 20 in most of them. So even though he's having a really, really good year, still think this one is definitely one that I would stay away from the over. And, been getting some mentions to take some under props. So this one, if you wanted to, it looks a little risky, but I definitely think it has a chance of hitting just with how good the Heat are going to be defensively. Assuming the Bam plays, you think he has a Q tag today, but Butler should be there. And tough matchup going on the road. So we're taking under Shai Gilgeous-Alexander points. And then last but not least, looking at points and assist, taking the over on Darius Garland at 27.5. Now Garland typically is going to be hovering around like 20 points scored, 8 assists. He's had 8 assists in 4 out of his last 5 games. See if that goes back any further than that. He's missed some time there, but he's had some like a 12 assist game back on against Dallas middle of December. He's had a bunch of 10 plus assist games this year. He's going to shoot a lot. Him and Donovan Mitchell. I don't even mind taking the under on Mitchell, but the revenge makes me a little nervous there. So I'd rather just take the over on Garland, who's pretty low at 27.5, and those two are gonna mostly be in control of taking a lot of shots, handling the ball, getting usage, and getting some teammates involved. Garland can also give you a few rebounds mixed in if you wanted to take his points, rebounds, assist instead. I don't hate it, but against Utah, against Clarkson, against like Conley, who's getting up there in age, I think Garland should have some advantage as the matchup size-wise is good against Conley and Clarkson. Like none of those guys are, big guards that are going to make it tough on Garland, who's undersized to score. And expect it to be a close game because it is in Utah, and the Jazz play very well at home. So those are our 6 props today. Over 22.5 points, LaMelo Ball. Over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assist on Damian Lillard. Over 18.5 points, rebounds, assist on Jared Vanderbilt. For 32.5 points and rebounds on Lauri Markkanen. Under 29.5 points, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and over 27.5 points and assist for Darius Garland. Best of luck. Let me know other questions you guys have in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all next time.